continuing with my last live that's still processing, and I want to talk about what actually happened that set us apart, this dude and I, Mr. Matthews. So I had my non-zero book, and exactly, that was clear. Bring the book. And I'm in my head about, oh, it's going to be so great. He's going to care. We're going to talk. That's my head's in the clouds, right? But the directive is bring the book, because that's what you're supposed to be finishing right now. You're a student. You're studying. That's what you're doing right now. Especially if you're, as it turned out, waiting around because he's late, right? So then that ended up being tonight's red flag. I get it now. And that's what this work is. And I'm nailing every target. And for whatever reason, this guy is one of them, just because of Facebook. So like I said, Facebook told me he had another woman. She's gone, apparently, or he's circling back to me. And then tonight, exactly. This was all about us talking. So I have the book, which is a prop, now I realize. Property, but yes, a prop. And it's my property. And when he takes the book, I'm just going to talk about his detail before I actually tell the story. When he takes the book, I realize how grimy his hands are. Like, I don't want him touching my stuff, and therefore I would never want him to touch me. So that reality just like hit me plain as day as he's holding my book in his hands. And I realize this is what I'm theorizing, is that men don't need to have any other attribute besides wealth to some level, or a job, like gainfully employed. So that's maybe possibly how he got the last chick, besides pretending to care. So right, what happened tonight was he saw the book, and then we're supposed to be talking about, and I'm supposed to be telling him that, well, actually, Facebook told me you had a girlfriend. And that's why we haven't been talking for the last several months. So we don't have that conversation. I'm about to put the book away. I'm reading the book. Why? Because he's late. So I'm about to put the book away, and he's like, can I see it? So I'm reading the book because he's late. I'm about to put it away. We're supposed to be talking. And he says, can I see it? And I'm like, I guess so. And exactly. He's claiming he wants to hear the truth from me, but he's stalling once again. Hello, everyone. So that was it. The directive was to bring the book as a prop. And exactly, it showed me everything about who he was, because that's what got him to run away, the book. And so I'll tell you what happened. So I told him about the Bill Clinton bit, and that it's something that President Clinton recommended his staff members read around the turn of the century. And then I'm telling him about memes, and there's a reference to the Dark Ages, etc. I'm about to put it away, and then he's like, well, didn't the plague cause the Dark Ages? And it's in that moment that I realize, like, our elementary school educations are not even comparable. I'm in a rural town right now. That's what's going on. I'm from the city. I had a very good upbringing and education, and I'm realizing that this is a town of, I would use the word idiots, but I'm trying to be sensitive, so I'll call them fools for now. But anyway, it was a terrible date I just got back from. So the book, and he says, didn't the plague cause that? And I'm not trying to have a history conversation. I'm trying to tell him what we came to talk about. I'm trying to put the book away. And so I just say, and the way he says it, well, didn't that cause the Dark Ages? Like as if it's one thing that caused the Dark Ages. And it's just like, look, I don't know what I said, but basically it came to, oh, yeah, he was argumentative. He's trying to make a point. Like, he's trying to say that it's. So I said, so are you saying that intelligence and health are not related? He's saying, no, I'm not saying that. And I'm saying, look, I'm just educating myself. I'm not drawing any conclusions. That's it. And at that point, he got really offended. Like, he thought I was confrontational at that point. Like, get out of here if you're napping. Nobody asked you to come here. You go somewhere else, losers. You are not welcome here if this is a waste of time. Please find something to do with your life. I just need to make a record of this. That's what this is, by the way. It's a publishing platform. It's not for yapping idiots like you. Like, this is my channel. This is what I do here. Go away if you don't understand that. This is very important because it's a book about human destiny, for one thing, and it's one of my sources I'm working with. So, and this guy is an absolute fool, and this is where I'm stationed right now. Not that any of you would understand what I even do. Like, I give a crap. I don't give a crap. I'm going to laugh at every single last one of you losers. And you think I should chill. I'm not going to chill. I know you're a loser. It's fine. But don't try to tell me I'm a loser because I'm at my own channel publishing as one should do on YouTube. Thank you. So exactly, that's what got this guy to run tonight. But I said it in a lot less words. Because he was already saying, let's go outside. All he wanted to do was get me one-on-one. And it's like, I just don't know that we're going to get along yet. Like, are you trying to have a conversation with me yet? I don't think so. So anyway, you have to watch the last live to get all the other details. But no, he's just like wondering how he might get sex from me tonight. That's ridiculous. Like, this is the second time we've gotten together. You really don't think I have anything interesting to say. Like, that's all I'm good for. So this is a town of people who believe that kind of stuff about women. And I don't care. I'm not like other women. You're wrong about me. Maybe other women suck. I am an individual. So, right, it's all about this book, Non-Zero, and it was spirit. I'll say that spirit's the unseen, because there is an unseen aspect, like when you have a project and you're finishing it like I do. You know, there's not a moment to waste, there's nothing to lose. Like, you have to do everything right, and that was the thing. I brought the book to, and it protected me from this guy. Because it showed me how stupid he was, that's all. He's an absolute idiot. And, right, no better prop but a book to show that about someone. So, yeah, I took 2 sips of my drink. I mean, he was about to run out, and it's funny, I said, like, do you want me to pay for your drink? And he stopped, and he's like, oh, I paid for them. I'm like, okay, good, well, I'm leaving too, bye. And I don't have to smell you anymore, bottom line. That's all it is, because that cigarette breath and those grimy hands. Come on, dudes. Come on, boys. Come on, bros. Like, no. That's a big no. And the women who are getting near these guys, who are nasty like this, please, you're not doing yourself or any other women any favors. Because they're going to discard you at a certain point. So, yeah, that's it. End of story. I didn't have anything protecting me the first date. Tonight I had that book. Because, right, the songs, the jukebox might not have been enough. I mean, They say like a woman needs to be consumed with her own goals and achievements and activities and whatever, but those things also protect you from men. Like, you're taking it slow because you're busy, and then you're seeing how they respond to you and your property, and can they respect you at all? And it's just like, it's funny that I felt like I was resigning. I was like looking at this guy, and I have been feeling down on myself the last year or few. I was like, okay, so I'm accepting that this is my level of attraction, but no. He was also scared of me because I was tons more attractive than him. I could tell. And like other people in the bar were trying to talk to me who were way more attractive to him than him. And he could not handle that. Like, yeah, he was the ugliest dude in that bar. But exactly, if he's like a good person, it doesn't matter. And that's what men and women, like, that's how we're different. Women really aren't looking at that kind of stuff in men as much. So yeah, I just pity him overall, but he is a jerk. So that's all. Non-zero saved me tonight. Like, yeah, he asked to see it. It was like such a red flag. Like, but exactly, he asked to see it because he thought he might learn something about charming me with it. And the first thing he does is challenge my knowledge of the Dark Ages. And it's like, look, these things shouldn't trigger you, but yeah, these fools. I remember having these idiotic conversations with boys who wanted to get me into bed, like in college. So, yeah, these guys who are pushing 50 and trying to do that with me, it's like, no, I went to college, sorry. Sorry you didn't, if you really wanted to or something. Probably not, though. So that's all I have to say. And no more idiots. No more smelly, stinky idiots. So I'm good, here by myself, alone, listening to music. It's quiet right now. It's really nice just listening to the evening. This drink here has lasted me 3 days. I just haven't, I don't need to drink much to feel a little something and be content. Life is good, and I'm all alone tonight. Okay, well, thanks for coming. Y'all have a good one.